So this is meant to be like a 5 to 10 minute sort of strength session that you can do. No weights. So you always want to start with a little bit of mobility, shoulder shoulder rolls or arm swings, just nice and slow, starting to move your body. You go forward for a few, and then back for a few. You can make these smaller if you prefer, so smaller arm roll, reverse. I'm going to do that until you feel a little warmed up in the shoulders, a little bit of a burn. Arm swings like this. So if you have light weights, you can always do some bicep curls, do the tricep extension, which is a slight bend over back. You can also just do that one at a time, right? You can use 5 or 10 pound weights for that, but anywhere in the 6 to 10 repetitions for those are good. And then as far as some other exercises we can do, there's the standing one, if you remember me showing you this. So you can try to keep your hands on your knees, hands on your hips, knee raised. This is working on the hip flexor and balance. So any level of foot raise and maintaining your balance is going to be helpful. And then switch to the other side. So over time, ideally you can extend your opposite arm. And if you start to get very comfortable and good at this, then you can start extending this leg any amount. Right? The super flexible people feel all the way up here, but any amount of extension here, because now we're balancing on our opposite. So you can switch back and forth on that and shake them out. Balance again on the side. Balancing on my left here. Switch to balancing on your right. You can extend your arms to maintain your balance. That's not a problem. All right, and then side leg raise. So this is working on your hip strength again, as well as glute strength. So this one is really good. So if you have any issues through here, this is always going to be helpful. Now we're balancing as well as working the muscles on this side. So any number, you don't have to go this high. Any amount of extension, but somewhere in the 5 to 10 range. That was 5 or 6. Other side. This is one of the exercises I need to do myself. Weak glutes. If you need to stand next to something to help maintain your balance, it's totally fine. So it's a few of those. And then half squats. So I know your knee may be bothering you, so this may not be something you want to do right now. It's certainly not a full squat, but half squat is just down a bit and back up. This is still going to be super helpful in the long term. And when you stand, clench your glutes, right? Tighten your glutes. Stand and clench. Stand and clench. So we're working the quads now, calves, and the glutes. Again, anywhere in the 5 to 10 range is going to be good to start. The next one is sort of like a half lunge, or almost just a step. So stepping forward with my left, I'm gonna plant my body there. Just gonna, squat down slightly. Not trying to get this knee all the way down. That's the more stressful part. Right, so I'm just squatting slightly and then pushing back. So you do a few on that side. And then the push-off is also important. This is giving you some power on my left leg. So push, right? This is 5, push. Again, you can be standing in a spot where you have stuff to balance on. A hallway is often a good idea for that. Forward, a little bit down, push back. Push back. 3, 4, 5. squats and lunges, you've got a lot of your leg strength covered. The side hip, or excuse me, the side leg raise also is working that quite a bit. If you have the light weights, the bicep curls are really good. On the ground now, if you don't have weights, you don't have to do a full push-up position, which would be up on the toes, but we can go on our knees here. Now this is a plank. This position right here, just a plank on our knees. This is going to work core strength, shoulder strength, and chest. So just holding this position for 20, 30 seconds, again, is a good start. Good spot to be. Once you feel like you're getting stronger at this, then you can do either a half press down or go for a full push-up position, right? So full push-up is all the way to the ground and then push back up. Now, any amount of this is going to be helpful. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're going to feel that if you are doing that right through the chest, pec muscles, all very good. So that is core and chest and shoulder. Now, if we want to go just the old-fashioned core work, the crunch is just getting your head and shoulders off the ground, not pulling on your head, but using your abdominals to pull your upper body off the ground. If you don't like this position, or it doesn't feel good, you can switch to leg work where you're lying, make sure your lower back is flat on the ground, lift your legs off the ground, and you can alternate taps. This is going to be really good for all your abdominals, but it's focusing a little more on your lower abdominals. Right, so doing the plank position that I was in the push-up position, that's going to work the transverse abdominis and all that. This one is focusing a little more on the lower. You can also do a bicycle type. So just keep your feet planted and alternate sides. Doesn't have to be fast, but you do a few of these, and you're getting some work done. Back to the light dumbbells, if you do have those, you can also do a floor press. So let's say you have 10-pound dumbbells here, all the way down. Pick up the dumbbells and then just press. Like that's going to work the chest, the triceps, some bicep. Then if you do a few of those, put them all down, you can pick up one dumbbell and hold it either by the ends or both hands in the middle, and you do overhead. So this is working the lats. I don't really have another way to do this particular one unless you're using TRX straps on the wall. But light dumbbell, that's going to work your lat muscles. So that way, you're getting a pretty comprehensive full body workout. The last one is versions of bird dog, right? So you don't have to do arm and leg at the same time. We can start with just the leg, hold and extend for a few seconds. This is now stabilizer muscles, back, etc. Extend the other leg. You can extend an arm, a little bit of balance. Upper body work, holding our torso in this position. Extend the other arm. And you just go through the cycle. Extend your right leg. Extend your left leg. Extend your right arm. Extend your left arm. You don't have to do all of those in one session, but if you follow along, you can pick and choose. And this was 10-ish minutes. So I hope that is helpful.